Ready? Let's go.
Let it all out, we gon' let it out. With phones in the way. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. With phones in the way.
You're with us for another episode of Wounds in the Way, and you know we are all about changing and healing and changing anything that does not serve us any longer and that does not serve God. And if we did not have the most incredible person today that embodies all of that, okay, Miss Angela White, formerly known as Blac Chyna, right?
Really?
I'm
Yes.
actually really, really excited to have you, not just because you're Blac
Okay.
Chyna, right? You cool,
Okay.
I'm glad to hang
Thank
out with you.
Thank you. No.
But because the platform that God has given you to be able to launch off of the character that you created with Blac
Yes.
Chyna now is a whole different message, right?
Yes.
And I don't know, you guys have so much in common. I don't know if you realize that,
No,
right?
no, we really do.
We have our kids. I mean, boy, girl.
Boy,
Both have
girl.
boy, girl. The age gap and
Yes.
difference.
Baby daddies in the
babies from the
industry. People trying to take us out.
Man, I don't know how deep we're gonna get. But yeah, we'll leave it at that.
And then the whole, the process that she's on is now the process that I'm kind of
Yes.
transitioning to.
And you're gonna do so. And we're gonna
Thank
talk
you.
about it afterwards
Yes.
if you like.
I
A little bit more,
would.
and I'll be there to help you.
Yes,
guide you.
please. Yes,
And we
because
can do it together because I'm still on it.
Okay, yes, because I feel like I feel like there are moments where I will cut out these habits, these bad habits, but then something will trigger and then I want to resort right back to it. And I'm like, how do I just completely, and I'll go to church and I'll do all the things and it'll hold me over for a little while. But like, for example, losing my dad a couple months ago in October, I was like, where is the alcohol, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out how to get enough strength to cross over to the other side.
You have the strength.
Yeah, I
You
know.
definitely have the strength, And if your dad was here, he
Yeah.
would tell you the same thing, that you do have it and you always had it.
Yeah.
And just don't ever forget that,
Yeah.
I love
So
that
I-
because that support is really,
Yeah.
really. I'll be calling this girl in the morning, like just recently
Mm-hmm.
at 9 o'clock, and I hear on the phone she's like, "Hello," and she does this thing with her mouth where I already know. I'd be like, "What happened? Like, what happened? Why are we here right now? What happened?" And so it's those triggers and those moments. But I have to tell you, and this is why I'm so thankful. And I told you when we saw each other on Sunday at church, I was like, I'm really proud of you. And it probably sounded very cliche. Thank you. But I'm sincere because being in this industry, we've been in the industry for about 20 years, managing other music artists, all these different things. And one thing that I've seen so much, and we've talked about this before, is having like all of these different celebrity people in this business that seem like they have everything. But then there's these things that emptiness is there. And you have to figure out how to mend that emptiness or fill it, but they're finding all the wrong things. So all of a sudden now you're in a position where, please correct me if I'm wrong, but your faith has brought you that fulfillment, right? What? Just tell me more about that part of it, the faith aspect of it, and how that's helped you in this journey.
Just everything about it. At first, I was just doing everything, like my way.
Yeah.
My way. But it gets to a certain point that it's like, hey, man, enough is enough. And I just know that it's something bigger because I'm a very intelligent person and I know when I'm doing something wrong,
We do.
And I just was like, man, if I want to, and I am the type of person, like I like to strive for greatness.
Yeah.
And I know certain things that I was doing in my past was hindering this. And it's like, how can I reach my full potential, but yet I'm doing things that's pulling me back?
So you had a conviction.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can you tell me what that looked like?
It was just everything as a collective. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so like you're out, you're hanging around people. We know
you
that-
don't never see me out.
Okay, now you're saying now.
No, even before.
Even
Blac
before.
Chyna wasn't never out.
So you didn't. So tell me. So what was that
Yeah, really,
conviction?
yeah.
What was that area? And tell me because
Like
for
I
real,
wasn't like at all these clubs and at restaurants and at basketball games. If you know.
So when you say
like to
I know I was
myself.
doing something wrong, what does that look like?
Like what does that look like? Not really being present, not really showing up for certain situations, abusing alcohol, using my body, lying to people that was following me, these type of things.
Got it.
Real life things that was gaining me money and more fame, I guess, or however which way that looks. But yeah, all those type of things, like the real life things.
Got it. Yeah.
Where do you feel like personally, like your bad habits like came from? Would you feel like it was like more so like triggers, traumas? Was it life events that happened growing up? Like what did that look like for you?
It was really honestly not sitting back and being grateful for the things that I have. Because it's always like I want more. But if I would have sit back and just chilled out, then I would have seen that, you know what I mean, I had it really, really good and I didn't have to strive for more. And what that looked like for me is I didn't put in my mind, the devil put in my mind that if you drink alcohol, this is, for me, what it would do, it would keep me up and keep me active. Whereas the next person's body, they'll be like drunk, passed out, just doing all this stuff. It had a different chemical reaction with me. Yeah.
So you weren't abusing it to like feel or escape.
I was doing it to hurry up and get stuff done. I was tricking myself, or the devil was tricking myself to even come up with ideas of how to get more money or how to do certain things.
That's
crazy.
crazy because people don't like alcohol is a whole nother like you said, triggers, traumas, all those different types of things. That's not yours.
And the thing about it is, for a long time I felt as though I was an alcoholic because I'm like, I don't drink every day. I don't need it to like I don't wake up and I'm like, where's the booze?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But binge drinking, as soon as when the kids leave, you know, like those 3 days, I'm binge drinking, I'm working. What are we doing? I'm 24 hours. I'm doing a photo shoot. All right, let me do this OnlyFans. Let me go over here, do the lash. What else? Let me do this promo. Like, so it's all, my makeup's already done. Let me try to do all this stuff before the kids come.
So for me, when I've done alcohol, it's always like I said, someone else is making me spiral because I've made decisions where it's like I want to be on a fitness kick and I'll stop drinking and I'll be fine. Like
you look great too.
You look amazing. I want to get your arms.
You look great.
Thank you. But it's those moments for me where then I'll spiral. So I'm like, how can I work through that aspect? Like, what would you tell me? Because I need the help. Like, how could I? So that I'm not resorting back to what were those ways that the things that got you through that?
I'm gonna tell you right now, what I told myself is if you drink alcohol, you're gonna die.
Wow.
If you drink this alcohol, you're gonna die.
Why? Why would you think that if it's just keeping you up? It's not like you're
so that she doesn't do
working.
If you continue to drink this alcohol, you're gonna die. You know alcohol poisoning? You know what alcohol does to your body? It attacks everything inside your body. One day I could just wake up and have holes in my stomach. Wow. Your liver, all that stuff. And it's really crazy how the devil works also too, because I would get physicals and have the people come out, my house doctor run blood tests, all this stuff, because I know how much I was consuming. Jeez. It takes a little bit too much of alcohol and you die. And I think a lot of people don't know that, and it sucks that nobody really talks about this
at all. There's no overdosing on alcohol.
It's weird because as she says
if you do this for 4 years, if you drink alcohol, drink alcohol 3 days out the week, binge for 4 years, guess what's going to happen? Your body is going to start to crumble in the inside, and they're going to tell you, hey, you got 2 months to live. Figure it out. Yeah.
I mean, it's true that she says that, but it's like even when I do it, I'm not even cognizantly thinking about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the heck?
And
it's oh, I'm dying, or oh, it's killing me. It's like I just am like I just don't want to feel what I'm feeling, and I've done been through too much, and I'll run out. And then when I have one, it's like 5.
You have to keep going. You have to keep going. And then you have to think about this too, like even your eating habits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes your brain like super foggy. And even when I had learned, you know, even with my good friend Wendy, where that stemmed from the dementia, because guess what? Alcohol, it kills your brain cells.
Oh yeah.
It's all these things that they don't talk about. And what's really even more messed up than that is it's everywhere. It's at restaurants, it's at the bowling alley, it's at the nail shop, it's at the bridal shower, it's at the funeral. It's literally
anything
everywhere.
Social.
That's
really?
Crazy.
Like
I can't go get a dry bar blowout without them being like, do you want some champagne?
Right.
And I'm like this.
And it's just slowly killing us. You get what I'm saying? Okay, you leave there. You can have 2, 3, and not really know like your limit. Go, you know what I mean? Driving, do a little bit tipsy, run over something, hit a kid, whatever. However, which way that looks. It's just all these different things
that no one talks
It's just
about.
nobody really talks about it.
Yeah, I'm even thinking for her, she's so fitness focused, right? The things she eats, the stuff like chlorophyll water and only, oh my gosh, I opened her refrigerator the other day. I was hungry. She was like, do you want some carrots? Do you want some lettuce? I'm like, really? This is snacks? But you'll drink alcohol. Like, not recognizing
you gotta
that.
balance it.
Yeah.
When you know you're doing something, you have to like balance it out. That's with anything.
I'd stop drinking, I'm telling you. But then like if somebody spirals me, then I'll be like, forget the veggies, forget all the things. And like, I will just drink.
And then also too, you gotta think about it like this. It's like a mental thing because you know you're purposely putting poison in your body.
Yeah.
Like you're purposely poisoning your body. Might as well drink some bleach. It's no difference. When it goes down a little bit smoother.
What did you replace it with then?
What did I replace it with?
Like if that was such a habit?
Working out, sobriety in the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I replaced
How
it with.
did the Bible and faith get you to that place? Like you open
Was it just like a mental, like just the willpower was just like, no, I'm just not going to, or?
Yeah, I'm just not about to. It's like it's done.
You strong, girl.
Yeah, that's her
Yeah,
personality.
it's ran its course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you got to think about it too, like depending on how it is. And most of the time, like with the alcohol, it starts off a certain way, like, oh, it's all fun. And you get kind of dependent on it. And then now it's a problem. And then it becomes a problem, not just for you, like for your family, your kids, your work, your business, all these things. You know?
Yeah, because it stops your life.
That's what I was going to say. How do you get out of that? Because it touches everything in your life.
Yeah, everything.
What would be your, I guess, suggestion or your advice to somebody who is just like, I need to get out of this, and they don't have that willpower? They can't just stop. It's like, I just stopped. I heard somewhere you said, I just woke up one day, I was like, I want to get baptized. So I got baptized, and the journey started from there.
Yeah, it was 2 days before. Mm-hmm. Before I wanted to get baptized on my birthday.
On your birthday. And that was the progression. But that's what I'm talking about. It was like, I just woke up one day and I want to get baptized. And
God woke me up, Jesus woke me up, and that's what he told me to do. And that's why we're sitting right here today. And it's just really ironic because we've been supposed to do this, but it wasn't the right time.
Absolutely.
Then you ran into my peoples, and then I ran into you at church.
I
So
know.
that right there is faith, and that's why I'm
and it's so crazy because you when you told me that, I was like, she was at the church, like
yeah. And it was the one day she didn't come that she wasn't there.
Crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
That's the whole.
So that faith literally led us all here today.
That's amazing.
Because we were supposed to have been hung out a long time ago. Because I think, and even you were saying that you wanted to, I think, send me some of your wine or something like that.
Yep. And we talked on the phone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked on the phone a couple of times. I remember we were supposed to get together, hang out, get the kids. We never
and that would have
did.
been it would have been toxic.
It would have been.
For both of us.
Wow.
Because at that time,
So this is perfect now that we really get to sit down face to face.
Clean.
You know what I mean?
Well, I ain't fully clean, but I'm going to get clean.
You clean. It's just
I mean, I'm clean, but I'm just
Hold on,
saying.
you know what, too? What it is, nobody can't tell nobody what to do, right?
Yeah.
If I sit right here and say, hey, you should do therapy, girl, if you're not ready for that, no, it's not gonna happen. Like it has to be something that you're willing to do. Nobody, ain't no kid, ain't no judge, ain't no police officer, none of it's gonna stop something that if I still wanna do it.
Yeah.
Y'all go to therapy if you want me to. It's not gonna stick. So why waste your time? Why waste your time and why waste your money?
Yeah.
It's gotta be something like within you that's just gonna click and it's just gonna click. That's why I just try to stay busy like with my businesses and just growing as a person. You know?
How are you keeping your babies away from all this craziness?
What's the craziness?
The craziness of, and I'm not even talking about the industry, I'm talking about the world. Like the industry is a beast of its own, but just so many different things that are out there that are gonna try when the enemy comes into being around people that, I mean, they're young though, but being around people that might try to steer them away from God. Anything that steers them away from God.
No, they're fully aware of God. And the thing about it is, if they're adults, but guess what? They're gonna tell like their friends, hey, my mom brought me up in the church.
There you go.
And look at my mom. They're gonna look at my story and they'll be like, okay, and then they'll be able to pick and choose. Right. And let them go through whatever they're gonna go through. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna back them up regardless, however which way it look, until they do come back around. And that's just the type of person I am. I'm like a very non-judgmental person.
You seem like that.
Like if you gonna do it, like, hey man, be the best at it.
But do you have conversations with the kids about these sorts of things, or like the bad habits and alcohol, like all of that?
Yeah, yep.
Okay,
yep.
I do too.
Yeah, you have to, because the thing about it is, and then it's like they know. They already know. I don't have time for it. They know. And I remember when I got a 16-month balloon, 1 year, 6 months. Yeah. And it was like in the house really bad. It's like, Mommy, what's this? And what's these notes and things like that? I was like, oh, this is my sobriety because I'm 16 months. It's like, what does that mean? I was like, yeah, Mommy doesn't drink alcohol. You know what I mean? They're like, and then she's like, what's alcohol? Like, so I just kind of went through the whole process of like that.
Yeah.
Because if it's a beverage in a cup, nobody's going to see that. But also, too, I kept it very separate. Okay. Because I didn't have, I have time on, time off. So when the time off, what's up?
Girl,
you know what I mean? The time on,
I'm present.
Doing? We're right here.
Yeah.
Locked in. We locked in. What we doing?
And then it'd be like, oh, the kids are asleep. Then it'd be like, I can have me a glass or two.
See, the thing is, even with the sleep stuff, I had to wait till they was completely gone because with the binging.
Wow.
Well, when I binge, it's gonna keep going on. It's not like just having one and I'm done. No, I'm gonna have.
I'm glad you talked to them about that stuff though, because I do too. And people are always like, oh, well, are you sure you want to talk to them about these sorts of like?
Why wouldn't you? So you have the next person talk to them and lead them wrong.
Exactly, and I'm like,
you got to deal with it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You learned this stuff from your mama too? Like when you said, when we were talking about even train up your child the way she should go, you know how the word says that. And when they're older, they won't depart from it. They'll always come back to that. And you're raising your babies to have that faith and to understand that if their heart is connected to Christ, then their desires will not be for the world. And maybe making sure that will, connect with them. But is that how you were raised too? Did you learn that from your family or from your mom?
You said a lot.
I did. You know what I did. So from
whatever you said.
I did. You're not lying.
I'm like, yeah. I mean,
so did your family? Was your family?
Like,
how do you say that?
Like, my brain's like,
Did they raise you that way? Did your mom raise you that way?
I know morals. I know what's right. I know right from wrong. I know not to drink and drive. And some of these things too, like we learn as adults too.
Yeah.
So we just know, and then we're learning. Every day is a learning process with God. This is not you get baptized and then you're done. You have to do the work. You have to go to church. You have to stay in the word. Because especially the more you elevate, the more here comes the drama. But see, the thing about the drama is you just look at the drama and you be like, oh, that's real cute. And then go about your day. Because I already know what's in store for me. And that's how I've been living my life these past 2 years.
Confident.
Yeah, no, not confident in the word and walking by faith.
Yeah.
Was it at any point that you like went to a friend or anybody like that and like asked for the support?
Oh,
or was it just
when I started, I downloaded this app called 12 Steps. Now, mind you, this isn't the first time that I tried to stop. Yeah. I would go 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Look, y'all, screenshot. Send all my friends. You know what I mean? All right, now we have 1 month. You get another woman, and they're like, yeah, keep going, John. Get to 4 months, something happened. Man, nah, I'm good. Cut out all the noise, focus on myself. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. If you got a problem with it, what's up? Oh, you don't like it? The door's right there.
And guess what? And I'm still
mind you, y'all are this is like close people to me. People that I care about. You know what I mean? But it's like once you do this, all of this is blurred. I don't care. Yeah. You have a tunnel vision of whatever it is that's in your world. Yeah. You don't care about like the people that's around you. And sometimes we'll do that and not even notice that we're doing it. And you know what I mean? We'll push the people away and be like, hey, like whatever happened, you be like, damn, And you kind of end up like kind of to yourself and alone until you go and meet other people. And that's where like the in and out of people's lives and random people come in at. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because they just come in and suck your energy and then they be out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or y'all meet on common grounds. You know what I mean? Because you don't know me, I don't know you, so I could show you and present to you whatever I want you to know.
Exactly.
Because I could be whoever I want to be to you because you don't know me. And that's just how it is. But the people that we know and that we're close to, they know the real us. But we don't want y'all to see all this. You know what I mean? Because this is what I'm doing right now. And that's why a lot of times too, even people that's on drugs and alcohol, they run away from their families because they don't want to, I don't want you to see me like this.
And
don't
judge
come
me
looking for me. Don't try to find me. I'm okay. You get what I'm saying? But for me, I was very blessed to grow up in a household to where as though my mom and my dad, my grandmother or uncles never abused substances like alcohol or drugs or any of that stuff. My mom smoked her little pot now. She gonna smoke her a J. And please get it to her ASAP. Please, like literally now. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, and then I feel like just like you said, like the entertainment industry too, and just like the quote unquote pressures of that. Cause after,
so much.
Yeah, cause after you kind of been through it, it's like, man, I didn't even have to do all that. It wasn't even worth it. Or like, that was too much. That went too far. Or this relationship went too far. Or this back and forth went too far. You know?
Because it affects all those things.
Yeah.
You know, but what I realized when I was actually like really in it, and I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I was the problem.
Oh yeah, we definitely was the problem.
I was the problem.
But you know what's so crazy? That we were the problem, and the people that surround us, they love us so much because they know what's in here.
Yeah.
They just don't like when you do that.
Yes.
And it's like, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, because I'm a riot like that too. Yeah.
And I'm a grinder, I'm a hustler, I'm a strong woman, you know what I mean? But it's like, we do have our weaknesses, and that's a weakness, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's just everybody's journey and their timing is different. I never would have thought that I would be here today. Like literally. And it's just wild because even when I stopped the OnlyFans and doing all this stuff, it's like, damn, where's the finances? And that's the next thing. Because when them finances started looking funny, you gonna go back to what you was doing.
Right.
Because just the fear of losing things, you know? And then that's when you be like, nah, God didn't bring me this far to just see me fail or fall on my face. Or if this is the case and I have to lose everything to build it back up the correct way, then I really do deserve it.
That's so powerful.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because just hearing the walk of faith, that's when it gets tested.
Yeah.
Like, you already did some real extreme things to show you're serious about this journey. Like removing things from yourself, you know, to make sure that you're on this. And I don't think you did that for any other person but you. Yeah. Now you're in this other side of, oh, well, okay, let me just handle my money now because God, I'm doing this. We're doing it together. You need to pay my bills.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna see. He always sees it through.
Yes,
like every trip, you know. And then it teaches yourself of not being a glutton of certain things. Because especially when you like used to money and stuff, and you just used to going to the mall and just seeing something where you know damn well it's going to collect dust.
Yes.
Especially me, because I don't leave the house. I'll put them on like, oh, okay, this is cute. Put it over there to the side. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not even going nowhere. I'm just I'm wasting money on stuff. Like, it's just ridiculous that I grind so hard for it to sit there and collect dust. So that was another thing too, to kind of like eliminate some things. Yeah. You know, we're women. We like nice things. Like, don't get it twisted. Yes. But it's just like when you overly do things, then that's when you're not grateful for it. You know, if you have 100 shoes, you're not going to be grateful for the shoes. You're going to go get more. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean?
Knowing we don't need it.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I think my life was. That's how my life was going.
For sure. Yeah. And so your name in general, if I'm not mistaken, is Messenger of God. It like comes from that section. I had a friend named Angela, so I remember that part. And do you remember the story in the Bible about Samson and Delilah? So Samson was created for the purpose of completely obliterating the Philistines. He had a purpose that God gave him, right? Yeah. And he's given this supernatural strength. I used to think of him like a superhero when I was younger. Okay. But he took that supernatural strength that God gave him for the purpose of doing his job and used it to glorify himself. He was like whooping on people with donkey bones and stuff and like being a bully and all these things. And eventually God got a hold of him. It's actually a cute story, but God got a hold of him in a different way. His downfall was a woman. And he ends up, that happens. His downfall was a woman, and he ends up being, I want to say it wasn't handicapped. They ended up blinding him and all these things, and he gets bound. The bottom line of this whole thing with Samson was that eventually he gets to a place where he's like, okay, God, I'm ready. Now I see why you created me. I know what my purpose is, and I'm going to operate in that gift. And he did do that. Unfortunately, he did it to where it was to his demise, and he ended up dying in the process of actually fulfilling God's will. When I think of you, and being a messenger of God, that was always your name. It was always your title, right? So you always had this favor of God that he gave you to have influence. you might have used it for your own glory at one point. You might have
Yes.
used it more towards, you know, I think there's a fine line between manipulation and influence. And when you learn how to operate in the influence he gives you, and now I'm looking at you with this platform, however many followers you have, whoever's looking at you, what message, messenger of God, what message are you now moving towards fulfilling or getting out to those people who see you?
What's the message?
What's your message?
I don't think that it's just a specific message. I feel like I've been through so many different things in my life to where as though I can relate to you. Like if you really just sit down and talk to me, like I'll be like, yeah. Like I've been through so much, and I've been in like so many different places at a young age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without even like really being out there. And I sit back and I wonder like, how is that even like possible? But I feel like all these things happen in front of people too, so that they can understand like, hey, that you can't come from out of it, like whatever it is that you're going through, because I've probably been there. So it's like if she could go through it and come out of it, so can I.
There you go. That's
Whichever way, however, which way that look.
Well, I
For
am
them,
so,
you know?
so proud of you.
Thank
For
you.
real. Like, I know it was a long journey, but like the fact of like you being vulnerable, your willingness to share and like be open, and you the bomb.
Thank you. I didn't even listen. I got this surgery, and I was already doing all the work, and I got the surgery, and I was like laying there, and I'm like, man, this is dope. And I was like, maybe I should do a video. And then it was even more wilder than that. I never record myself, and I was like, let me just record this just for myself, because I'm gonna take all this stuff out. So I just started recording for myself, and I held it, and then it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I posted the video like all together and stuff. And then I woke up and I seen all this stuff on my phone, and I'm like, oh my God, like what did I do now?
Yeah.
Like what happened? And I looked, and it was all positive, and I was like, wait,
Wow.
what's going on? Like, oh. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel good with sharing and, you know, talking about me getting baptized like on my birthday. And this is like past stuff because I already was doing the work.
Yeah.
It's 2022. So I got baptized May. Then I was like, all right, September, I'm done with the drinking, you know, because I can't be doing like, I'm trying to do the right thing. This is what's really holding me back. Honestly, like this alcohol is holding me back, and it's a liquid, and it's poison. It's not doing it for me. And then November, December, that's when I stopped the OnlyFans. So it was just like steps. And then March, that's when I got my started removing all the stuff from the surgery. And then I posted it, and I'm like, man, I'm glad that I did post it, because if I would have never posted it, we wouldn't be sitting here now.
I got you.
That was God.
Yeah.
You
God
know?
got
And that's
you.
what you're saying is my life is the message. The journey of my life is the message. And other people can watch that. I know a lot of women have seen that journey and saw the changes. You know, they probably wanted to be you and who Blac Chyna was and what she looked like. And now that change and that alteration. Do you regret
And they still
any
want
of
to
it?
be.
No.
None of it.
No, not at all. I was looking at like old videos and old pictures. Like even my tone of voice was like deeper and slower. Like my face just like mad tired. Like my eyes were like beady. I don't know, it just looked crazy. Like it looked crazy, and I was like, wow, like this is what people was looking at. And I didn't see it because I was in it. When you're in it, you don't see it. But when you take yourself out of the box and you look back and you're like, hey, yo, this is bad. This looks crazy. But nobody's gonna check you because they're either scared, do boys, yes men, because these are the people that you invited in your circle.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
These ain't people that really care about you. That's why I was like, half the time the people that you're doing this stuff with, they don't care about you because they don't care about themselves.
That's so
Do you
true.
keep people around you that aren't yes men now?
No.
So you need
No, I'm
yes.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, wait, at least she's honest.
Every person in my crew now are yes men because they like, yes, go Angela, do your thing. I'm proud of you in that way.
I love that, but can they check you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you
We
can
check
receive it?
Oh, we check each
So
other
you got
all
that
the time.
accountability?
Yup,
Okay.
they check me.
Okay.
And I check them too.
Okay.
We keep each other like motivated, and that's just really
good.
what it's about. And now I feel like the people that I'm around, we're all like-minded, and we have our own goals.
Good.
And we're able to put these things together to make the machine work, and it just works for us.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Like scheduling and discipline and things like that, while still having time for yourself, time for your family, your spouse, and the world too. That's what it's really about. Like I'm really good with balancing out things too. That's what I'm really good at. Yeah.
Harmony. Do you have yes men around you?
I'm sure.
I'm like, don't lie.
No, you know I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think so.
Yeah. There's people that will just enable and be like,
But
okay,
I mean, I'm
great.
very similar. Like I know what I'm doing.
Yes,
Right, wrong, and I'm always very open and honest about all the things.
Yeah.
I don't mean to like cut you off, but where's this outfit from? It's super cute.
Fashion Nova.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where you know what his dress is from?
Where is it from?
Fashion.
I am not even gonna tell you. You know what this dress is from?
Fashion Nova.
What's up, Richard?
Thank you, Fashion Nova. We appreciate you so much for these lovely outfits. Go cop yours.
I have to go get some more stuff right now. I'd be so excited when I see my bags. I'd be like, yeah, rip them open with my nails.
Well, we love
Especially
having
the
you.
workout outfits. I love the workout outfits.
Me too.
You get to like keep having a cute little workout outfit on, you know?
Well, we loved having you. I definitely want to connect with you after this.
Please.
Please come back anytime for a chat. Anytime.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sure.
I'm
Serious.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I needed this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are cute.
Thanks, guys. Tune in next time. Keep healing. Peace.
Wounds in the way.